He was friendly. He was, I think, more trying to make friends than hurt anybody.
A pit bull that had homeowners frightened got a second chance 2 weeks ago thanks to an observant Arlington police officer. That officer has saved the life of that pit bull now once again.
The story went viral when we first reported it last month. Fox 4's Brandon Todd spoke with the officer today about his new friend and how their relationship has deepened. Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. Sergeant Gary Carter heard that the animal had been returned back to the shelter and maybe euthanized. So he and some other members of the Arlington Police Department went down to the shelter to try and drum up some publicity and maybe find somebody who could adopt the dog. And that's when the idea hit him.
I don't know. It just seemed like the thing to do.
Sergeant Gary Carter found himself once again faced with saving the life of this pit bull, Jeffrey.
I just decided that I would adopt him.
You'll remember last month, Carter lured the dog with a power bar after it was described by a caller as vicious. Nothing vicious from Jeffrey, and the dog was eventually returned to its owner. But this week, the owner brought the dog back to animal control, and the clock was ticking until Jeffrey was in line to be put down. Sergeant Carter swooped in again. Arlington PD shot these photos of Carter signing the adoption papers.
Yeah, I'm still kind of working that out a little bit with my wife.
The story last month went viral, getting worldwide attention. Carter saw the dog quite a bit that week, and he knew it's likely there wouldn't be a long line of people wanting to adopt a pit bull this time around.
He's a good dog. I mean, he came out once he got through jumping around and being hyper, being pinned up for 2 or 3 days. He laid down right at my feet. He did pretty much what he was asked.
Then there was the task of choosing a new name.
I was never really crazy about the name Jeffrey, but he wasn't my dog. And I figured he hadn't had the name long enough to get used to it anyway, so we named him Chance, since he's getting his, I guess, second chance.
After all, it's not like the two are strangers.
I mean, what are the odds in a city the size of Arlington that I keep running the same dog over and over and over?
Now, Sergeant Carter got a nice surprise after the adoption. Canine International has stepped in to provide free obedience training for Chance. Steve?
Okay, Brandon, this is only part of the story now. You tweeted earlier about another incident. News follows Sergeant Carter around or something. Why don't you explain what happened?
Yeah, exactly. We were in the middle of the interview. I was asking him a question. He went to try and answer, and then we heard a loud crash.
Are they donating their services for this?
Yes.
Okay, very nice.
Yes. They're sponsoring it, and I thought, yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Looks like we've had
That sound you heard was a 3-car crash. Sergeant Carter was off duty at the time that we were interviewing him, but he switched on his radio. He had dispatch on the line within seconds. They sent first responders there. He walked over to the accident scene to make sure that everyone was all right. You know, we're sitting there, Steve, talking to him about saving a dog's life and the care and the heart that goes into that, and we saw firsthand how that translated right into his police work.
All right. That was a big day in about 1 hour's time. All right. Brandon, Todd, nice job. Thanks.